So we're just going to go out and look at the cows and the sheep together in their little mob. That's the grass, that's the top of the fencing stake. And that's the sort of typical grass height we've got going around all these blocks we're moving into. But I had a bit of an accident. Oh, don't know if it's an accident. Anyway, error of judgment, I think I'll call it. When I moved the sheep in with the cows straight away, but they didn't really have much respect for the for my gateways, because for the cows I was just using a bit of sort of rough old string and some wire, and that was keeping the cows in fine. And I did the same with the sheep, and they pushed straight through it. It was electrified, but they still pushed straight through it. So yeah, so they moved into the next sort of week's blocks. They should have finished up where the sheep are out there, and then started grazing this lot through, and you know, every day moving them through it. But it didn't quite happen like that. They did an amazing job of the sheep. Did an amazing job of trampling the stuff down. So it was all that height, and then in over a few days, I'm thinking about 4 days, they've trampled it down to something like this, and we've got really good ground cover. You know, the sheep aren't too upset by it. So I think it might be possible. We're going to see going forward. I think it might be possible to do this style of grazing with the sheep. Yeah, but obviously, you know, because we've done that, we've wasted so much food. It's quite interesting. I fenced this block out yesterday, and you know, measured the right area for the cows and that. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, grazing blocks, in the same area as probably actually in a smaller, probably 5 grazing blocks in this area where the sheep are. But I can't imagine, you know, splitting this area into 5 and trying to graze it. And I think the thing of leaving the cows in for longer than a day, I think you lose so much more food. But yeah, but as it is, I think I'm going to leave them in here for a few days, because there's plenty of food here, and we need to work them on Saturday or Sunday. So I'm going to work them, and we'll run them through the race, which is up there on Saturday, and see what we do. We've got a bit of New Forest eye coming into the cows, which is a bit of a bugger. But there you go. 150 cows and 450 sheep, fat lambs. All pretty happy, all pretty content. Apart from they don't like one another. You can see probably, I don't know, right up the back there's 2 at the other side of the fence that they didn't want to play ball with the cows. But the other reason for leaving them all together in one block today is or today and tomorrow and probably Friday, is so that they can get used to each other a bit more. Yeah, they've noticed me coming now. They might come say hello. But yeah, it's amazing on this stuff when I've walked away from it and left sort of this level of vegetation, maybe a little bit less, how quickly it all goes brown. Like within what, a week, all this stuff that's on the ground would have gone brown and hazed off like almost straw-like, and then the new growth comes up through very quickly as well. I didn't know what I was expecting, but yeah, it's doing really well. It's all good so far.